Hello, everybody. How are you on this wonderful Tuesday? Happy to be here again, enjoying presenting you with some wonderful training that I come on and do every single Tuesday in my group, Confident Successful Business Owners. Now, if you are watching this outside of that group, you can easily come and join in on the Confident Successful Business Owners group, where you will also find all of the replays that we have for these trainings. So you can actually go to my profile and you will find in the cover photo, you'll be able to click on that and get the link to come and join Confident Successful Business Owners. Now, if you are joining me this morning, say hi. I love to know who's watching with me and where you're watching from. If you are watching the replay, feel free to pop hashtag replay in the comments so I can come back and say hi to you and possibly answer any questions that you might have as well. So feel free to put any questions that you have through this morning as I go through this training. So what I have for you today, just before one more bit of housekeeping before I go. I'm actually presenting on a platform called StreamYard. So if you would like your name to come up just like this, hello, beautiful Claire Williams, lovely to have you joining me. Just feel free to go and give StreamYard permission to see your name. It's just clicking a link in the description of this live and it's just giving StreamYard permission to see your name like this. Otherwise, it will come up as Facebook user and I won't know who you are, but I like to see who's watching with me. All right, everyone. Now, let's get going with today's fun training. So what I'm going to talk about today is the 5 powerful P's of marketing for success. Now, just bear with me a sec. So we all know that marketing is obviously something that is required, right, to build a successful business. However, ironically, marketing is often the thing that we can either be scared of for whatever reason that is, or we avoid doing it for a range of different reasons. Now, if this is you, if you could get to the marketing side of things and you go, oh my God, now I've got to put myself out there, I've got to actually go out and promote myself, and then you kind of freeze, let me know in the chat. Put a 4 in the chat if that is you. For me, when I started my business, and also sometimes now, I would put a 4 in the chat, right? However, what I have learned is what I'm going to teach with you, and what I'm going to go through with you today is the 5 powerful 4. Yeah, exactly, right, Claire? Exactly. We all go through it. So what I want to go through with you today is the 5 powerful P's of marketing success. I laugh when I look at this title because have you ever seen Friends when Gary Oldman plays an actor, and when he says P, when you act, you spit, and they do all their P's and they spit everywhere. I'm not going to spit on you today because A, you're in a different room, and B, well, I don't want it all over my computer. Okay, so let's get on with it today. All right, so the first P that we need to look at is your product. Now, when you think about product, I want you to think about both your product, your service as being a product as well. And the reason I say this is because you are your service. So you are essentially your product. So if you're in a service-based business, right, I am my product because I'm a service-based business. I do coaching. So my coaching is my product, if that makes sense. Hey, Natty, you like that, did you? Yeah, all the P's, yeah. I know, it's pretty funny. If I do say so myself. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is understand our offer. Now, not just understand our offer, but be really clear on what you offer or what you sell, okay? It's really the same thing, what you offer or what you sell. Now, if you're not clear on what you're selling, then it won't be clear to anybody else, right? So you really need to be able to explain what you do, or either your service or your product, in a couple of sentences, in 1 or 2 sentences, right? We call this an elevator pitch, and you've probably heard about it before. And so what an elevator pitch is literally just being able, if someone asks you what you do, you can tell them between one floor and the next if you're in an elevator with them to get their attention enough to want to know more. Okay. So what I see a lot of people doing is when when you say, what do you do? They kind of talk around in circles and they're not being really succinct in what they do, right? And what happens when we do this is when we kind of talk around in circles, people lose interest, right? They lose focus on what you're saying. And trust me, I used to do this. You guys know by now that, everything I teach, I've made all the mistakes, right? So I've learned from them as well. When I was doing my personal coaching, I used to, what do you do? I'm a personal coach, and I teach people who've survived trauma to just really feel good about themselves, and I help them go deep within, and I help them get their confidence back, and help them with all their life, all the stuff that they're going through in life. Now, I could go on and on and on with that, right? However, if I was to do that, people are going to lose it. They go, oh yeah, right, okay, so great, wonderful. However, when people ask me what I do now, right, as a business empowerment coach, it's quite, because I know what I do and I know what I sell. It's, I'm a business empowerment coach helping business owners to build, grow, and scale their businesses in the area of mindset, motivation, marketing, and momentum. Okay. Now, so a couple of sentences and it describes what I do. So this is where we really need to understand what our offer is so that you can do that. Okay. All right. The next thing, we need to understand what problem that it is that we solve for people. There has to be something. It has to be something that, you're a problem that your target market has. It can't be a problem that you assume that they have. It has to be a problem that they actually have. So again, we really need to be clear on how to do this, right? Who your target market is. We need to be really clear on that. And so understanding the problem that it solves for them. So again, when you do that elevator pitch, you can be really clear on how you can kind of direct that straight towards them. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Sorry. Okay, so the next one is great quality. People want to pay, right? They want to pay for quality. This is what they want. When they're looking to buy a product or a service, doesn't matter. Everybody wants quality. So just like with anything that you would purchase yourself, we all want quality, okay? So know that what you provide is quality and convey that it's quality. When you can do that, it will be really, really easy to sell. So you need to understand, again, going deeper, you need to understand what the specific quality is about your product that makes it special, right? That makes it that gives it that extra quality to pay for. Okay, so the second P is place. So really, we need to think about how you are delivering. So the place that you're going to deliver these products or services in. So if you have like a service, if you are a coach or whatever it is, whatever service that you're providing, how are you delivering that? Is it one-on-one? Is it in a group training? The place, is it online? Is it on site? Is it a bit of both? What is it? Then we have courses. So you can be doing, like I do, I kind of do my courses and my services together. So the courses, are they do-it-yourself paced, right? Are they pre-recorded courses? Again, are they hosted on a membership site? Are they held in a classroom, so on site, right? So like I don't know, whether it's a function room or whatever it is. You can also do with courses, if they're live courses like my Heart and Soul Business Academy is, you can do them hybrid, which is really fun to do. So you can do both in the classroom. And for those people who can't make it to the classroom, you can do it for them online as well. So hybrid is extra fun, I think, anyway. Now, the third one is your products. So how are you going to place these products in front of people? So how long is it going to take for delivery? What are their choices of delivery? Can they have express post, or how long does it take to get the delivery to them? Can you deliver to a PO box? So there's all these things to think of, is how you're going to place these products in front of people, or if it's a service, how you're going to deliver the service. Is that making sense to everybody? Give me a 3 in the chat if that's making sense. If it's not, give me a cross-eyed emoji. Hopefully I don't get many cross-eyed emojis. Okay, so the third P is price. Price. I almost spat then. Okay, so with prices, we want to make it competitive. Okay, now there's a little trick to this. So you don't want to have it too cheap. A lot of times when people say price and we say competitive price, they go really, really cheap. You don't want to have it too cheap so it looks cheap, okay? And the other way to that, you don't want to have it too expensive so that no one will buy it. Now here, when you think about it, this also depends on your target market too, because one product, of $2,000, right, might be expensive to one particular target market, but it's going to be inexpensive to another target market, which is who it actually might be aimed at. Okay, they might even be for another target market that might even be considered too cheap. So it's kind of less about the price itself. It is about the price itself, if you're getting what I'm saying, but it's less about the price itself. And again, going back to that target market, who are you talking to? So it's kind of like we need to sit in that sweet spot. You don't want it too cheap that people are going, well, she's too cheap. You don't want it too expensive for your specific target market that they're not going to obviously be able to afford it. So it needs to sit in the sweet spot where it is competitive with other people in a similar, in a similar industry to you. You also want to make sure that you're utilizing the option of discount sales specials. There are multiple times a year when you can be doing this. So, when we think about it, we've got Easter coming up. We've got Mother's Day coming up. We all do, Black Friday is huge. That's a huge time to do a massive sale or massive specials. Discount sales specials, they're really all the same thing when you think about it. Now, last year, in November, I turned 50. So you can actually use your personal celebrations that you have as an opportunity to market yourself and to provide these discounts. So when I turned 50 last year, I did a whole promotion around a 50th birthday sale to bring people into my Heart and Soul Business Academy, and it worked a treat. And what I did was I added extra bonuses. So it was a special, okay? Now, just a little caveat here too. If you're going to provide a special or a discount, just make sure that you don't discount so much, A, again, so that you look really cheap, but B, again, so you lose all your profits. Because we're in business to make money and make profits. So be really careful how much you discount if you're going to choose to discount. There's other ways to do that. There's other ways to do these specials, and we talk about that a lot in the coaching that I provide and in the Heart and Soul Business Academy as well. You want to give easy payment options. You want to make it as easy as possible for people. So have easy to navigate links, landing pages that you can read them easily, right? It's pleasing to the eye. Same with websites, easy to navigate websites, so you don't have to click around in multiple places on your websites. You want to give them payment plans. If you, like, for instance, if you have a service which is like $500 or $2,000, whatever it is, give them an option to pay in full if they want to, or give them an option for payment plans. Something else that is incredible is Afterpay. This is, you know, I've seen a couple of people lately have said, and one of my Heart and Soul Business Academy clients yesterday said, yeah, we finally got Afterpay. Now, this is great because this is, you know, people love to be able to buy stuff and pay later. So that's incredible. So easy payment options make it easy for people to just go, oh, yeah, fantastic, she's got Afterpay. Fantastic, she's got payment plans, okay? Or they're just going to pay it in full, which, of course, is even better for you. The fourth P is promotion. Right now, bottom line is, guys, if you don't do this, everything else I'm talking about today is irrelevant. If you don't promote, everything else is irrelevant, because the whole idea, because the only way you're going to make sales and bring in the money is to promote yourself. So in that, the first thing that we need to do is have consistent branding. So make your brand stand out wherever you're promoting and keep it consistent. So branding is a lot more than colors, guys. You are your brand, right? Show your face. Have pictures of your products. Awesome. Have, you know, share lovely quotes on your socials. Great. They're one thing, but people want to buy from real people. And this is why I say show your face. So if you've got a product, show yourself holding the product. Don't just put a picture of the product. I mean, you can, that's great. And it's probably going to, you know, if they're great pictures, they're going to sell themselves in a way. But you want to make sure that you, as your brand, are putting yourself forward. So, yeah, colors, make them all the same, make them all consistent with each other so people come to recognize you. Like, I have people come to recognize me now, and everything I put a little purple heart on it. Heart and Soul Business Academy, right? Heart and Soul Virtual Expo. The little purple heart goes with that because that's my brand. So that's my part of keeping it a little bit personalized, as well as everything I do has my picture on it. That's not because I want to, you know, it's not because I want to big note myself or anything. It's just that I want people to see the face behind the brand. I'm a real person. I am a real person because I'm talking to you right now. Show up where your ideal clients hang out. So what social media are they hanging out? Where in social media are they hanging out? Think about that. Show up. This is where you do your lives. This is where you put your posts. That's really important. If you're not showing up in the right place, then, of course, the right people aren't going to find you. And lastly, be consistent. Like I cannot, guys, I cannot say this enough, right? Be consistent in everything you do. Take daily action. You hear me say it. I swear I say it every week. And there's a reason for that. I know that in our business, when we stop the consistency, guess what? The sales go down. So always be consistent. Daily action is what is going to help grow your business. And that means daily action in every area of your business, but particularly in the promotion side of it. Again, it's all about remaining visible. And the last P is people. This is important too. They're always important. Now, first of all, you want to nurture your followers. So don't just think about looking after your paying clients. Okay, now this is important, but you want to be looking after the people at every single stage of the funnel, from the top to the bottom. So the first people that you really want to nurture are your followers, your social media followers, people who read your emails, people who will come up and talk to you at a networking event. These are the people that you want to start nurturing first. They're going to get, information and quality information from you while you're nurturing them, and that's what's going to make them want more and bring them down the funnel. Is this making sense to everybody? Put a 2 in the chat if it's making sense to you. Now, also, so going down the funnel, listen to your potential clients. So awesome. Making sense to you, Claire? Nice to know. Great. Yay. And to Parme too. Great. That makes me very happy. It's nice to know when you're making sense. Oh, dear. Okay, so listen, when you're going into these sales calls, don't go in with the attitude of, I just want to sell my service. I just want to sell my product. You know, I'm just going in to make money and sell. Now, I've said this multiple times. If you go in with that attitude, people are going to know. But instead, go into it with the idea of listening to what people want, listen to what they want, understand their needs, and then share with them how you can help solve that problem that we were talking about before. So always go in with the thought of, you know, let's call it an open ear. Like we talk about the open mind, go in with an open ear as well. Listen to what your potential clients want. And that's when you're listening to them, when you're holding that open conversation, that's when you can actually direct them and say, okay, well, this is the way I can help you. This is the product I can that will help you with your needs. And of course, we want to support our clients. Of course, we want to support our clients, right? Now, most people will skip to this part. They'll go, okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of nurturing the followers. Great. Yeah. Okay. So I'm really going to listen when it comes to the sales because I want the sale. And then we do so much, supporting our current clients that then we kind of forget to do the rest, right? Now, yes, absolutely, you want to support your clients. This is 100% you have to support your clients because they're the one who've paid you the money. But the other reason you want to do that, aside from the money, you want to get referrals. You want them to walk away going, oh my God, this product is incredible. You have to try this. Oh my God, this person just provided this incredible service. I know you're looking for something similar. You need to go and have a talk to them. I would suggest you go and have a talk to them. You want your paying clients to leave you positive reviews. Why wouldn't you? And yet again, when you get these reviews, you can then go and what can you do? Nurture your followers by sharing those reviews with them up the top of the funnel. See, it's a happy cycle. I was going to say vicious cycle. It's not vicious. It's a happy cycle. So when you think about it, every stage of the funnel, there's not one is more important than the other. Okay. It's not just, or they're all as important as each other. It's not just when you get to the stage of people paying you money. You've got to nurture them, nurture your followers up the top, nurture people in the sales calls or when you get to the sales part of your funnel, and then nurture your paying clients as well. And then we have another little aspect of people. So when you start to build your team, this is what I teach my clients to do, is to build a team, hire virtual assistants, outsource, all that type of thing. The relationships that you build with your team are so important to nurture. Nurture your community, exactly, Parme. So when you're building a team, while you are the leader, you're still the boss, right? It's still your business. But you don't want to just go, okay, so go and do this, this, and this. You want your team to feel part of what you are doing. And this is where when you have that team, it becomes, even though, like I said, you're the leader, it actually becomes less about you and more about us as a team. And this is how, my beautiful Parme, we have a team because she is my virtual assistant. We will be hiring a second VA later in the year. And I don't think it will be too long before we do that. But we want to make sure that we are, I want to make sure that Parme it's not just I work for Ali. She is part of Team Ali, if that makes sense. So this is where I need to nurture my team, and this is part of nurturing the people side of business. Okay, so there are the 5 Ps. Good morning, Lucia. Lovely to have you joining me, gorgeous one. So those are the 5 Ps of business. Now, if you would like assistance with these 5 P's of business, and I'm trying not to spit, I would love to invite you to book in a call with me, a business booster call. Now, this is just a free 30-minute chat that I provide for anyone who'd like to know more. I currently have open, I've got, now it was 5, now I've got 3 individual coaching sessions left, package 3 individual coaching package sessions left. I know it. I'll explain it more in the call. But if you would like to book it and find out more about them, this is something that I don't offer very often. So if you're going into these group sessions and you're like, oh, look, I really would prefer more focused coaching on my particular business, this is your time to book in. So as I said, I had 5, I've got 3 left. So I'd love to have the opportunity to talk to you. What we'll do on this quick call is we'll talk about where you are in business, what your needs are. I'll give you a couple of tips that you can take away and implement into your business straight away. And yes, I will absolutely share these packages with you and how we can work together to help you guys have the success in your business using those 5 P's that we spoke about. And yep, I can't wait to help you succeed. That is what I'm all about. That is my passion in business, everybody. So I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed our training. It's been a lot of fun. And you can see scrolling across the bottom is the link. You can go in there, book the call that way. It's also gone into the chat. And I look forward to talking with you. I also look forward to coming back and giving you some more incredible fun training next week at the same time at 9:30 Brisbane time. I'll see you then. All right, everybody. Bye.